Welcome to the Buffet Boys podcast. We're
The home
here,
edition.
the home edition. That's right, webcam edition. You already
That kicked
know.
out of my that kicked
That
out of
kick-
my one studio.
The knees weren't enough, I guess. The knees weren't enough. Yeah, we're the webcam edition. This
Yeah.
is
We're in our
Right
own
here,
places right now. Kevin got kicked out apparently.
I don't really even know where
the
it's at
shelter
now.
right now. I'm in the shelter.
Damn.
I'm using a broken iPhone 8 I found on the way here.
And-
So, you know,
Anyone planning getting the iPhone 14?
No.
I think I'm upgrading to the Pro.
Don't you think it's kind of like the same thing if you think about it?
Well, I still have the 11, so
Jeez,
But
you're
I'm just
way
saying-
past it.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the 11 too.
I mean, like that's kind of my track record because I went from the iPhone 3 to the 5 to the 7, and now I'm just waiting for the 11 at this point. I mean, I got the 11. Sorry, 14 now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I skip a bunch of them.
Yeah, because like I feel like it's all like the same thing. Like, I mean, there's some features here and there, but like
I mean,
now the iPhones are like bulkier.
for me, it's storage.
For sure, 13 to 14 is probably the most minimalistic changes I've ever seen in an iPhone. But I also didn't get 13, not for any superstition, but it was just during the pandemic and stuff. I was like, bro, I'm not about to get the new phone. But I normally upgrade, if not every year, it's every like 2 years, and I do it for 2 reasons. One, because I have well, I'm not gonna throw their name out there. They're not sponsoring us, but I have. They when I traded in the last phone, they gave me like 1,000 or something, and it's like I'm basically paying off the new phone. So it's like I just like screw it, here, take the old phone, give me the new one. So yeah, well that's
you just keep paying it off, even though they say, oh, you pay it off, but you're still paying it off because you're quote unquote leasing it. Like,
well, no, I'm not leasing it. I buy the phone and then I trade it in because I own it. And then I get it like the money that I would get for the phone is just instead put on the new phone. So I'll be done paying the new phone off in like 2 or 3 months or something like that.
nice.
So that's why I upgrade off.
Nice. Agree.
Very nice. But yeah, so I mean that's why I'm doing it more for storage.
Yeah.
Wait, how much space do you guys need in your phone?
Listen, the fact that the Pro Max, whatever it's called, is gonna have 1 terabyte, that's enough
It could go up to 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it can go up to 2.
I think 1 was the max. I mean, if it goes to 2, that's still fine for me. Because the thing is, man, I have too many memes on my phone.
I'm with you there.
I have too many
What about
memes.
memes, man? Hey, you said you have more memes than family photos.
I do. Bro, I have over 10,000 memes saved on my phone. And probably
Jesus.
and probably like 20 of them are like family photos.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm the exact opposite. Most of my phone it's just.
I'm a simple meme farmer tending to my meme crops.
There's only a few that I see. I'm actually not even sure. Yeah, actually, wait.
Don't you
I can't
have like a
confirm.
meme
1
folder?
terabyte. 1 terabyte is.
Who, me? Or Kevin?
No, Kevin, I know you have a meme folder. How many memes do you have saved?
Good question. My meme folder, it has 214.
Not even close.
Not even close to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. My phone itself only has like 1,265 in total, like pictures and videos. So it's like I'm nowhere near that much. But I used to. I used to have backwards ones.
Yeah,
But
no.
I
Used to
did
be
a
the
cleanse.
plug.
I went through a purge last month because I was running out of data.
I need to go through a purge myself. I have although I have like 214 memes, I don't use them all. So I need to delete them.
Yeah, send them through. Come on.
It's all in the moment. The moment has to require it.
Yeah, I understand him. There are some memes I save for later use.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, guys.
But how long should you hold on to a meme before it's like, all right, I haven't used this meme in like a month, I should get rid of it, or I haven't used this meme in a year. Like, or how long is too long to hold on to a meme you haven't used in a while?
I have memes still on my phone that, because you know how data transfers to the iPhones? Like, it will even transfer. So I have photos there that say from like 2016.
Oh, I have 3 of them from 2016.
Okay, but the ones from 2016, have you used them recently?
No.
No,
But you still have them.
Yeah.
But like you said, you know, it's in the moment.
Exactly. You just never know.
It's like you said.
There are times I've sent you guys memes in our group chat, and they're from like 2017. Like, I just went scrolling, and I was just like, you know what? I never sent this to the guys. Or if I have sent it, it's like, it's been years. I'll send it again.
Let me send this to my match at Tinder. Let's see if that makes you laugh. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Old school
Like, yeah, I really do have old school memes, because if you go back to like my 2016, 2017s, you'll find a lot of like the Bad Luck Bryans.
Oh,
That's older.
It's older than that, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, because it's like the earliest that my phone has. And it's like, I've obviously tried looking for those memes back. Some of them are just too funny.
confused young Keanu Reeves.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, man.
Just became like
Yeah.
like I remember like Rage Comics used to be like them memes. It was like,
Your AirPods are going out.
yeah, I mean they're going in now.
They were going
Yeah,
out.
You're coming in and out.
Yeah.
Is it still coming in?
No, you're fine now.
Okay, you're coming in and out again.
Coming in and out?
Now he's fine.
Now he's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I do hear it cutting in and out every now and then.
I get. I mean, they're both charged.
Part of the signal they have in that shelter, but
Yeah, he's in a bomb shelter right now.
Yeah, dude.
how's the weather outside?
Outside, Should I swap it?
I was gonna say you probably are better off swapping.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Alright, so I'll let you guys think of this in the meantime. Why is it people that are so dumb?
Okay, why is it that people are so dumb they have a lot of money? Entertainment wise, yeah. Let's be real. How many dumb people in this world have done something stupid and they've become famous and rich? The Catch Me Outside girl.
Isn't she like wear like a couple mil?
Isn't she a what?
Like a couple mil?
Yeah,
Oh,
she makes so much off her OnlyFans as well.
So the thing with her is, I don't think she's dumb. I think she was smart of how she she went with this. Like, she was just a disrespectful, like, hood rat of a girl, and then she saw that hip hop, and she really likes hip hop, so she paid some guys to make raps for her, and then she, the songs if you actually listen to them, they're not bad. She's just it takes a little bit getting used to her and like her voice. But she started like rolling with it. She started doing appearances.
Mhm.
But
No, her music.
Her music, no.
well, I mean, I don't listen to it, but I have heard it. It's the thing she says is not bad. It's not for me.
No.
But she's branded really well, and then she started doing the OnlyFans thing. She became at one point the biggest paid OnlyFans creator, whatever. I know she definitely has the most gain in a day. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she beat that Disney child star. What's her name? Bella something.
Oh,
Bella Thorne?
Bella Thorne, I think,
Yeah. I think she beat her or Bella.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right in that because there was like a whole thing with her, and that's why I said the amount of money she makes off of like just OnlyFans alone is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think she makes 6 to 7 figures a month.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But why? But like, so why is it that people with money are kind of dumb? So, for example, in my job, like, they don't know the difference between regular trash and recycle. It's like, how do you not know that? Like, it's so simple.
Because some people were born into the money and they didn't need to learn that. We're talking about. Remember when I first started at our job? My first experience with one of the residents in the first tower was literally calling me and asking me what a bus was.
Are you serious?
Yes, I've told you the story before.
I don't remember. Well, I have bad
Yeah.
memory,
So-
it's here.
Yeah. So pretty much, it shocked me. I couldn't believe I was being asked this. She called me, and she definitely sounded like she was in her like early 20s. She called me asking me what a bus was, and I was stupefied. I was like, what do you mean, like a public bus? She's like, yeah. What is that? I'm like,
What?
like, and then I was like, yeah, it's like a giant vehicle that it's just public transport. Like they'll come pick you up. You pay like certain bit of money, like $2 to $5, depending on how much the ticket is, and it'll take you from point A to point B. Like that's all it is. And she's like, oh, okay. So do I order it like an Uber?
What the
Yes. Yeah. And that's how I explained to her. I'm like, no, you have to wait for it. There are bus stops outside. In fact, there's one outside the condominium.
Are you sure they don't have like a camera crew around her and she's from a reality show?
I don't know, but that was just. It was just like, so like, will the bus take me to New York? I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, so like, do I just like swipe my credit card when I get out? I'm like, oh my god. Oh, it's just like, no. I mean, listen, you can buy the tickets online now, but the fact that she didn't know what a bus was.
Jeez, that's actually kind of surprising.
Because she was going to the, I recall now, she was going to the Botanical Gardens.
Well, it's not too surprising when you think about it. It's the same way where like if you tell someone in their 20s now, dial-up was crazy back then.
No.
Mm.
It's not the same. Dial-up is gone. That's non-existent. A bus still runs to this day.
Man.
Okay, but it's the same thing if you told someone what a payphone is. There's only one that's still left in New York.
But again, it's pretty much non-existent.
There's
You will see a bus no matter what in your lifetime, unless you are like held captive.
Multiple buses, multiple that go to New York.
That you would have to know what a bus is. You see it every time, especially if she's going to New York. She's had to have been to New York before, obviously. And there are buses everywhere.
Buses are still a thing now. They're still NJ Transit bus, the gypsy buses that go to the ferry, buses.
Listen.
Like Marvin says, point A and point B. How are you comparing bus to a dial-up?
I was trying to be the devil's advocate.
No, there's no devil advocate for that. She's She's missing some brain cells there.
There's an advocate right there. Don't.
But that's what I mean. There are some people that are like, obviously they were raised a certain way and they were raised not exposed to certain things, and that's where you get something there. And then there's also the fact that there's some people are lazy. When you become too rich, who cares? I don't care if my recycling and my trash are supposed to be too different. I'm just gonna throw it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not my problem. Or if it is, or what? Are they gonna fine me? All right, I'll just pay the fine. And that's what I mean. That mentality starts playing an effect as well. So it is a factor of some people are just not taught it and they become ignorant to it, and then some people are just so spoiled that they just don't care.
Silver spoon.
Yeah.
Silver
spoon.
Yeah. There's multiple buses and there's no dial-up.
God, man, I don't miss dial-up.
I don't either.
Nothing like you trying to be on the computer and your mom was on the phone and it was done for you.
Yeah.
Especially you're in AOL chat.
Yeah.
What about it?
Especially if your mom was into Cheeseman.
Yeah. Once my mom's friends called her, it was over. I'll be like, all right, well, back to my freaking goddamn N64. TV. Yeah, just back to watching fucking what's Yugi and the gang up to.
At least you had that. I would just start drawing. And you find a book and a pencil. Speaking of book and a pencil, that's it's one of the things. It's one of my answers to a question I was asking. If you were stranded on a desert island, right? There are certain things you would take with you. Right? If you knew you were going to be there.
If I knew I was going to be stranded on this island alone?
Yeah, maybe it's for a challenge or something. Like stay in the stranded island for like 100 days or something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So these are the questions. I want to know what you guys would bring. Right. What album would you take with you?
Illmatic by Nas.
That'll be the only album you listen to the whole time you're there. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're fine with that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Why that?
It's Nas, bro. It's Illmatic is a whole classic. I listen to Illmatic once or twice, the whole album. Once or twice a week, or sometimes.
Okay. I'm with that.
So that album is it's amazing. It's still amazing to this day. I listen more to like stuff from back then than I do to the stuff from now. So it's like, I wouldn't mind taking Illmatic, or I would take the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang. Enter the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang.
Then you gonna be gangster the whole time.
I'll be wearing my do-rag and just lay on the beach while drinking coconut water.
Okay, Marlon,
don't come near me.
I mean, does it have to be like an album? Can I make it like my own like play?
Nah, it's gotta be an album, not a playlist.
Because that's the thing. For me, it had to be something like some type of 80s rock. So probably Journey.
Okay, that's a good one.
Stop. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. For me, it's tricky. See, if I'm gonna be on a deserted island, it's gonna be either
Yo Gabba Gabba, right?
or one of the Kids Bop Valley.
Oh my god!
I mean, they got range. they got every genre in there. No. So I would have picked something like either Tyler the Creator's "Call Me When You Get Lost," or it would be like Bad Bunny's "In Verano Sin Ti," because it suits the vibe of like a beach. So and both those albums have like different types of music. It's not just all one specific.
So this is Desert Island. We also have electricity, right?
Well, yeah.
I was just wondering because
Yeah, how is you going?
That's what I was confused when I first read this question. I was like, what?
Well, like I said, you're gonna. When I mean dessert.
Yeah, it's now just like a challenge thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're there by
Yeah.
yourself. Now, okay, but you kind of branched off that question a little bit. I wanted to know now, if you could make a playlist, what artists would you have in that playlist?
It'd just be a bunch of 80s rocks. I already told you. It'd be Bon Jovi, what was it? Journey, Aerosmith. It's just gonna be so much rock for me, my dude.
Don't forget Metallica.
Metallica. I consider that more heavy though.
Yeah,
That's
but,
metal.
like, they're
I mean, I will put it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's metal.
Okay, so
From
a
the
lot of rock.
Beltos.
Huh? A lot of rock, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
that song is.
It's just what I grew up with. I'll be a space cowboy with Bon Jovi. Even though,
Okay,
isn't
so-
Bon Jovi 90s though?
He had, I think, he had some music in the late '80s, but
Yeah, it's fine.
no, you're not gonna live on a prayer.
I mean, there'll be some. If I can make a playlist, there'll also be some Eminem.
Yeah.
I'm with that. Now you got me curious. When did Bon Jovi start? No, yeah, they started in the 80s, 1983.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that definitely counts. Okay, so on the deserted island, if you can only watch one show, what show would that be?
This is a show that I've seen like 7 times over, and it never gets old for me, and I can just rewatch it no matter what. Friends.
That's a good one.
I can
That was
rewatch
good.
Friends without failing.
That's a good one. I like that. Well, I mean, Jay.
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
I mean,
Listen,
I'm
Breaking Bad is my favorite show that's existed, but it's just too short. I don't think I could be able to like rewatch only like 5 seasons worth, and it's just like, here we go again. Here's Walter murdering.
Gatorade me,
Oh.
bitch.
Yeah,
Science, bitch.
exactly. It's just like eventually that's gonna get boring.
Either Breaking Bad or I recently started watching Peaky Blinders. Yo, it's
I hear a lot of great things, but I need to start that.
It's on my
What?
list. I watch it.
what's not on your list, man?
There's a lot of things on my
You're
list.
gonna be 70 on your deathbed, and you're gonna finally get.
Why'd you kill him at 70? Damn, Kev, you didn't make it past 70.
That's crazy. I don't know why I went.
That's how upset I am. I'm never gonna forget those words he said on my birthday party. I only seen episode 1 of Full Optimus. That's gonna live rent free in my head.
Eventually, I have to rewatch it too because it's been a long time.
You only watched 1 episode. Of
And I
course
gotta
you have to
rewatch
rewatch
episode
it.
1.
All right, and you, Kevin, what show?
Oh, easy. The Straight Out Content documentary.
Stupid. So, I mean, the only show that I consistently watch,
The Real Housewives.
like multiple
Of New Jersey.
Jersey.
just rewatching the lady flip the table.
Wait, is there actually?
Yeah.
a show for the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god! For
aren't they like married to like the mobs or something? Or is that another
No,
one?
that's Mob Wives.
Well, Mob Wives, right?
I believe one of them in the Real Housewives is married to a mobster, but I'm not sure which one. But yeah,
Yeah,
there is an episode where they're all arguing and stuff, and one of the ladies like flips the whole table in a restaurant. She literally flipped the whole table on the restaurant. That's why when my ex-girlfriend used to watch Real Housewives, I used to ask her, "Oh, did they flip any tables yet?" So like that's the whole thing. That was like the whole
I
thing.
had no idea. I've only ever heard of the Real Housewives of Miami or Atlanta. I never knew those in Jersey.
Yeah.
And then there's also what Celebrity Housewives.
Yeah, that's
The
what
Real
I've heard of.
Housewives
And then
of New
basketball.
Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
open the door to the Real Housewives series. Huh? And nobody likes giving Jersey credit.
Of course. But yeah, look, my show would be
Jersey Shore.
Code Geass,
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Attack on Titan.
Wait, I thought you only picking one.
Wait, I thought you had
No,
picked one. Why are you
I'm
picking
saying-
multiple?
I'm saying either one of these because
Ah.
these are the only shows I've rewatched multiple times and still find enjoyment in them. And Bleach. Though it would be those three for me.
Yo, next week.
like,
Is it next
I-
week or this week?
It's next Monday, so not this Monday, but the next one.
What are they gonna stream it on? Because I heard they removed it from Crunchyroll.
So
Isn't it on Disney Plus?
It's still on Hulu,
Hmm.
and we haven't officially heard anything, but unofficial word has been that it's going to be on Disney Plus. But it's going to be
Simulcast.
yeah. So they're going to be English and it's going to be sub and dub at the same time.
Oh, good. Like, I think Bleach is one of the few animes I'll only watch dub. Like the dub cast is A1.
What did you watch My Hero in?
Wait.
I watched it subbed.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about dubbed animes. Let's add that to the list. Because I do want to talk about that one. But to move on, what video game would you play in the deserted island? 100 days. While you guys are thinking, let me give you mine. If it was with one game, one game only that I can play it as much as I wanted to. Honestly, it's gonna be Destiny 2.
Okay, so again, this brings us. So that means I could play an online multiplayer game.
Yes.
Okay.
But you have
If you
that
want-
one, though.
There's no point in Destiny for you at that point.
No one's on the island. No one's gonna pick up the phone.
You may never know one of the
Man, dial-up was so shit. You ain't gonna load the game.
Alright, so we'll have an online answer and an offline answer.
Online, I'm gonna have to pick a Call of Duty game. Because I think I could easily play that for 100 days and just grind out challenges and the camels.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Offline,
I've never finished an entire Call of Duty yet,
Yeah.
by the way.
uh,
Camel wise.
oh wow, I have a couple
The
times.
closest one was Black Ops 3.
Offline, Minecraft.
Okay. I respect that.
You build your own Paul Galler and
Exactly.
crap.
I'll have a modded Minecraft, like just that'll definitely be enough to keep me busy for like the 100 days.
Okay. And Jay, what about you?
Offline? You know what? I'm gonna go a little old school.
Oh! I know your game. I know your fucking game. But go on, say it.
Crash Bandicoot 2, Wrath of Cortex.
Okay.
That'll be
I
one
like
of
that.
them. Offline. Online, I don't know. I never really played any online games besides with you two when it comes to Call of Duty. So I guess I'll pick Call of Duty.
You
I've only played an online game once, which was Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
That was once.
So
you wouldn't pick Halo?
Oh my god.
you're telling me you're not gonna pick your favorite game, Deep Throw Hero?
No. If you want to talk about a real game, Marvin.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Exactly. Hello Kitty Island Adventures 2.
Featuring Master
Attack.
Chief. Yeah.
Yeah. Persnickety Attacks.
Persnickety attacks.
That's a game for real.
Long live that game. May it be forever playable online.
And you don't have to worry about dialogue.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, if you could bring a personal item with you on the island.
I know Kevin will bring his flashlight, but
I was gonna say Kevin's bringing a flashlight. You beat me to it.
Hell yeah. Yo,
smart
can I
choice.
try it on camera?
No,
Oh,
no.
It doesn't look like anything.
I don't care. You're not putting that on camera. Jeez.
We're not going that far.
I'm spicy over here.
Too spicy.
Personal item. Oh, my phone. Why wouldn't I? Like, if there's internet, I could be on Twitter. I could be on. I could be watching my games, like when Arsenal's playing.
Yeah,
I
you should
wouldn't
have
call
said
that-
you
I wouldn't
should have
call
said
that
no
personal.
internet, Kevin.
Yeah, you should have said no internet because this is made this
You
easy.
said no internet.
I
You're
wouldn't
making it
call
too
that.
easy.
Then you're basically just living somewhere with all your things. I wouldn't call that personal.
That is a personal item. Like, we.
Nah. That's not too far. That's a cop out. That's not. What's personal to you? Maybe a necklace. Maybe a
Or
picture
that.
frame.
Or that figure of All Might in the background. And, oh boy, oh. Is that you have Mr. Potato Head? Is that a Mr. Potato Head?
Hold up, I'll get to that. Give me a sec. I gotta fix All Might. So, I wanted to bring Mr. All Might here now because you mentioned him. But yes, it'd actually be
Is that Mr. Potato Head? Calm
Steve
down.
Harvey.
See? I was just about to say that. You got Steve Harvey.
Yo, what?
What about you, Jay? Your personality.
Personal.
Maybe you got a blankie. Maybe you got what is that?
It's Gumby.
It's Gumby. I don't even have
Oh my
Rob
God.
here.
If you don't know who Gumby is, you didn't have a childhood.
No, it's just from because I'm a little bit far away from the screen.
Uh-huh.
To me, it looked like a glow in the dark Groot. Like I couldn't even see it.
It looked like Rob to me, honestly.
Your sleep pillow. Who's chef?
Honestly, a personal item to me, guess I'll bring a picture of my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, yo, I'm strong. You're not gonna win my games with dial-up.
I guess I'll bring.
Picture of my mom.
Okay, I'm gonna finally say mine. I'll bring my sword.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
How about you? Besides your flashlight, how about you, Kevin?
I do have a like printed out picture of now. I'll probably have that.
Look at us being mature.
Yeah, sure. I picked the
Yeah.
sword.
I had an immature answer, but I had a mature answer. I mean, you're
There you go.
even
So
the
two
idol.
birds with one stone. Oh, he has a Zelda sword. Link. Oh, damn. Do the up and B attack. He does that. He fucks up his bow.
Now, is that the real metal one or?
Yeah. This is full tang. Like I can swing this against something.
Do the up and B attack in Smash Brothers. The tornado attack. Do it right now. Do it right now, man.
It's a fucking huge. So unfortunately, as you could tell, though.
Man, I just thought about it. Smash Brothers would have been a great answer for like a game.
Oh yeah, I would have.
That would have been a great answer.
I would have got Melee.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Smash Ultimate, especially this since it has Sora in it and it has like the most characters. I mean, it has Sephiroth. Like,
I felt like Melee was the most challenging one out of all, like
yes,
all of them.
but I've just grown.
Especially
to
the-
really like.
the missions.
No, yeah, the missions are kind of crazy. But I really like Ultimate. I think Ultimate might be the pinnacle like Smash game now.
Yeah.
Marvin has no.
No, it's just a Smash. I mean, I like Smash.
Yeah. Just play Smash with the boys and I really want that.
Exactly. I like smashing my boys.
Yeah. Keep smashing that A button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press A to grab your destiny.
Alright, so,
Okay.
alright, so I have a question. What if you could see your death? Would you want to be able to see it before it happens?
You see, yeah, it's such a fucked question. It's such a messed up one because yeah, on one hand you can see it and like maybe you die of old age and you're just like, oh look, I'm die surrounded by my family, like I'm old as hell, like oh that's cool, I'm happy. Now I know I can live life because I know exactly how I'm gonna die. But then imagine you look at that shit, like you find out, hey, next week I'm getting hit by a bus.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, so hypothetical, right? You could, man, you really know how to split my questions into two. All right, so
I know how to split something else into two on you.
If you can see your death, and it's preventable,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you can see your death and it's not preventable.
If it's preventable, I would like to see my death. Because then I know what to do. Like, let's say, for example, my death is going to be, I'm going to die on a plane. Then I know, okay, I'm never getting on a plane again. But if it's not preventable, I don't think I want to see it. Because then it's going to be the constant fear. Let's say it's something like that. Like, you know you're going to die through a car crash. Every single waking moment, you're going to be like, I can't be near a car. I just can't, because it's eventually going to get, and you're going to live in constant fear, and you're going to try to live in your, like, never leave your house. And then that one time you leave your house, bam. Or hell, you never know. You try to avoid it by not ever going out, and the next thing you know, some drunk dude ramped through your, living room and right onto you.
I think I would see it. I would want to see it.
The preventable one, or unpreventable?
Regardless.
Oh wow!
Because it would remind me that life is short,
Mm-hmm.
and I should take advantage of all the time that I have. And if I knew, like, if I knew specifics, like, oh, you're dying at 34, it's like, oh, I got a lot of shit I need to do before 34.
Wow.
What if you look at it and you find out you die because someone poisoned your drink, and then you realize it's the drink you're currently drinking?
Yeah. Whoever is showing me how I'm going to die, I'm shoving the rest of the drink down their throat. You bitches, yo. Imagine you're thinking, like, do you want to see how you're gonna die? Yes. And they show you, it's like a live stream of right now.
I can't imagine that.
So what about you, Jay? Would you want to see how you die?
Yeah. I mean, I told you guys. I mean, I'm gonna die in a car accident. I just know it. I survived I survived like 3 of them. I always say my fourth one's gonna be my last. And
Truck is trying to isekai you.
Yeah, I think listen.
Hey, listen, Jamani's a truck driver. He might hit you one of these days.
If he does, the last person I'm gonna say is like, why the fuck did he wear Marvin's Arsenal shirt I gave him?
Oh,
Who told you to wash it like that? Nobody.
All right, so if you knew that your death was preventable, but the person who can show you it, after they show you it, they tell you, I can prevent that from happening. I can prevent that timeline of that being the way you died, but you have to change something from your past. What would it be?
Like, I have to change something in my own past.
Yeah. So you had to. So the only way to change the timeline of you getting killed in the unchangeable way was to alter the timeline. So you had to go back in time, and you had to change something that you wanted to change. What would it be?
Oh, you're trying to lead up to my question I was gonna have, which I wanted to reword that.
Oh wait, is that the one?
Yeah.
That was the one. All right, so
So, okay, my thing is, and it has to do with time, obviously, is if you could go back in time and do anything you want, one thing only, you could change it, you could alter, you could do something, but you have to deal with the consequences of it. What would you do and why?
So, can I prep before I went back in time?
Yes.
Okay. So, I would do some research, find the biggest lottery jackpot before Bitcoin became big.
How would you afford that? You can't. You're not bringing back the money with you.
No, I know, but I would then use that money in the past to invest in Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah. But I'm saying you won the lottery, right? Let's say this is before Bitcoin. Bitcoin became big, I think, 2007. So you're
Wasn't
saying,
it 2000?
I believe so.
Wasn't it like while we were in high school?
Bitcoin started, I think, was 2007. I think it became big like in 2012.
Because, well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When it became big.
So in 2012.
When I first heard about it, I was in high school.
Okay.
And I thought it sounded cool, and I wish I had money for this.
Okay. So you're trying to invest money into Bitcoin, right? A lot of money into it?
Yes.
All right.
So
So here's where I'm gonna go. Here's where you deal with the consequences. You invested so much money into Bitcoin, but it didn't take off.
Oh, so you're trying to play genie with me?
I'm trying to see because you investing so much into Bitcoin will obviously change how it went. Like, obviously there wasn't that much investment into Bitcoin in the beginning. You saying you're investing a lot, so
Well, okay. So there are people that invested a lot at 1st and they were telling others, you don't have to invest too much. You can invest a little bit.
Yeah.
And some people did little by little, and until eventually it grew to where it was.
Yeah.
So I would have been one of those people that really was trying to push it and put investment into it.
Yeah. Okay, so would you sell it at its highest, knowing that? Well, actually, no. Sorry. So here's the thing. I forgot to mention.
No, I wouldn't be able to sell it at its highest because once I change that, I'm now back in the present.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. You will be back exactly where you came back. Obviously, what you changed. So now your current day, would you sell that Bitcoin that you've incurred, knowing that it's dropped down to, I think it's like 19K or 20K now?
Yeah.
You still sell it? Okay.
Yeah. Because at that point, it's money that I won off of a lottery that I didn't have. I was then processed into Bitcoin, which I don't have, and so overall, it's a gain for me.
Yeah. See,
the only other thing that if you would have told me Bitcoin wasn't successful, then I would have invested it in like Amazon or Apple or
AMC.
Tesla.
Yeah. You see, for me,
Christ, not AMC.
yeah. Hey, I invested in AMC and I sold it for a profit. So, yeah. See, when it comes to that, I'm the same as you. I would definitely try to win a lottery. I wouldn't go for one that's the largest one, only because I would try to go for a more recent one that was big, because there's not much that can change. From, like, for example, let's say I won one from like a month ago. Not much can change in that month.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Quick question. What if you went to the one that was what was that recent one that reached like 1 billion or something?
That
like
was like a year or
that?
two
It
ago.
was this year, right?
I thought it was last year.
Bro, I don't know. Years
I
have been
believe it
going
was.
weird.
It might have been the beginning of this year. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Not much can change. However, and this is where I can say the consequence can happen. You won it, right? You pick the numbers, you won it. You go back to the president, you find out you blew all that money on something stupid and lost all that money.
No, I
so,
don't.
so like you think between that time and right now, like you be like, oh, I live in a nicer house, but there's like a bunch of collectibles in here.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I kind of wanted that one thing. I remember, but I don't want that now.
Yeah, you have to deal with the consequences of it. What would you do, Jay? Because I definitely, mine would be the lottery.
Mine would be. I don't know. For me, it would be something like little personal. You know, I almost worked at a supermarket for like 10 years, and I stayed there for too long.
Mm-hmm.
I would just went back in time and just like push myself to leave that place. But I still feel like me staying there for almost 10 years, it didn't really. I didn't really accomplish anything or like lived in my early teens. You know, I don't know what would be the consequence of that, but
instead of being in the supermarket for 10 years, you're in the galaxy for 10 years.
Yeah.
that would be the worst.
Next, Andres.
Okay, wait. Actually, no, I won't.
I was gonna say I'm shocked no one's like try to prevent some like major thing or a death or something.
Oh, I would have prevented Robert's death.
Who?
Listen, I'm
Robert's death.
He was prevented from robbing. Oh man.
Yeah.
I would have gotten a plane ticket to.
Like no one said, "Hey, I'm gonna stop 9/11." Everyone's just agreed. I need that money.
Listen, I'm gonna be real, man. I need to take care of myself. Right? If you only gave me a moment to change one thing in the past, it's different.
Yeah.
If you gave me, if you gave me like the moment to go back in time and relive my life.
Yeah. I think the reason also is the consequence part. That's probably what also turns off you from stopping 9/11. Because yeah, sure, you'll be a hero, but you don't know what the hell the change in the world's gonna be if you stop it. Like how fucked up that sounds.
Yeah, I mean, what if me stopping it? Now I'm being interrogated by the government. How did you know that was gonna happen? Why were you there? Very strange of this.
You go back to the present. You're Guantanamo Bay,
Yeah, like
being tortured by Big Bob.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, that's why I wanted to ask that question because it's such a messed up one when you think about it. It's like, yeah, cool, I could go back in time, I could do something crazy, but yeah, if there's consequences to what I do, changing something. I guess there were like other ways to get around it. Like maybe, for example, if you were to go back in time, just to figure out where did Pablo Escobar bury all his money.
I mean, it's not about thing. Money don't really deteriorate like that.
Yeah.
And you just know where it is.
Yeah, exactly. You'll know where it is, and you go back to the present.
Memory with
Yeah, yeah.
You should watch the show on Netflix. You're like, this is a little hint.
And then I'm assuming there are things you can also mess around with. So I forget which ship it is. It's like the USS Lithuania or something, whatever. It was a ship that sank with a bunch of gold. No one ever found it to this day.
Oh.
Just go back, take the gold with you, and just... It's not going to change history because no one ever found it.
Not sure.
Ooh. Can you, when you go back in time to change something, can you bring anything?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
You could take something with you. But obviously that's where the consequences come. Because, you know, if you take something important, you're obviously going to alter history like crazy.
Okay, no, but what if I bring something from the present into the past?
Depends on what it is. Because obviously if you try bringing a cell phone, it ain't going to work.
So, what if I bring an Apple AirTag and I attach it to a like power grid of some kind, and attach it to that ship, and I can just track it in the future because they'll have enough power by then.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
That ship that went down into the depths of hell, you're not getting it. That ship went so fucking far down. No one knows where it is, and that shit's probably buried in so much debris.
But if I could track it,
And it wouldn't last that long because that ship went down in the fucking, I think, the 1800s.
Oh.
man, fuck that shit.
That's what I said. I would just go, because you could just tell. So in this scenario, you could just appear wherever you want to be. I would just go on the ship, take the gold.
You can take the things back with you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can take things with you,
Oh.
and that's what I said. Because there would be consequences. Like, let's say you took fucking.
I'll take it the Champions League trophy. Forget about that.
See, there's a consequence. You take a Champions League trophy, and now it's missing from history, and people are fucking like, yeah, where is this thing? You know, maybe they cancel the Champions League forever because someone stole it.
Oh, easily. I'll take around my dudes like two of their trophies.
You couldn't take one thing.
Nobody. I'll put them together.
And then where I also want to go with the consequence thing is, could you imagine if you try to go back in time and save someone and you find out you're the reason that killed him? Like imagine, Kevin, you went back in time, you're like, I want to save Tupac. And then you find out
I killed Tupac.
you're the one that killed Tupac. You find out, like, you trying to stop Tupac dying, you know, you're trying to save him, and I don't know, he thinks you're a crazy dude, so he pulls out a fucking gun on you. And you struggle with him with the gun, trying to like, warn him, and you accidentally shoot it off on him. You know how fucked up that would be?
Okay, how about a more realistic scenario?
Oh, so that happened.
You try to
Probably. Yeah.
Oh no.
Because also when you think about it,
Save him.
because also when you think about it, this is how fucked up time could get. If time travel exists, and you're going back in time, that means whatever happened had to have happened for that to even be still existing.
Maybe.
It's a very iffy, fucked up shit. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So like Harambe's death could be because you went back in time to try to stop it. You might be the catalyst in what it caused.
Yeah, you maybe tried to stop the kid, but accidentally knocked him in his head.
Exactly.
If we're living in the logic that time is constant,
Yeah.
it can't really change. It's gonna happen the way it's gonna happen.
Look, all I'm just saying is Jay killed Harambe.
No.
Yeah, that's podcast lore now.
Yeah.
They killed Harambe.
Yeah, I'm putting a picture of you stabbing Harambe.
You know, be in the Bible. So.
Well, speaking of dead animals,
Oh.
if your pet died, would you like get it cloned?
It's hard because, you know, on one hand, yeah, you get to bring your beloved pet back. Like, some of these pets, like some people like me, how I treat my dogs, are like family to me. And then that's where it's gonna come where it's like, would I ever do that to like one of my family members? They die, I wouldn't. So can I do that to a dog? And that's why I'm like, I don't know if I have it in me to.
Myself, food cookie, I'll keep it.
Yeah, so I don't know if I could honestly clone a pet, because it's just like
I don't really so neither. It wouldn't be the same, honestly.
exactly, it wouldn't be the same. It's not gonna have the same personality. It's not gonna have the same experience. It's not gonna be the same pet. Like honestly, you would have to look at it as more like maybe the child of your pet.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like that's why I don't think I could. I don't have it in me to like clone a pet, because it's possible. It is very possible nowadays. You can clone your pet. There are some celebs that have done it already. So
I'll let my pet.
But would you? So you wouldn't do it?
I couldn't.
No.
I wouldn't be able to do it. Would you?
No.
No, I'm the same.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I think I think that's where I come up with a lot of things where I'm just like, man, some people need to stop playing God over here.
That's true.
Like, there's that whole thing that they're trying to bring back the Tasmanian tiger right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe it was part of it was being funded. I'm pretty sure by Paris Hilton. Weirdly enough.
What does she?
Regardless, so the Tasmanian tiger went extinct in captivity, I believe, in the 50s. That was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's pretty much plan to bring it back. I don't have that much of a problem bringing back an extinct animal. My issue is with this cloning and stuff is, when do you stop with it?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I think just let the animals like rest easy, rest in peace.
Because
Let them rest.
right now, obviously for like the last like decade and a half, maybe 2 decades, we've all heard like them trying to clone and bring back the mammoth.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the Tasmanian tiger on this list too that they're trying to bring back. There's discussion of bringing back the dodo bird. And I'm like, that's fine and all, but again, when do you stop? Because I'm like, when's it gonna get to the point where someone's like, I really want to know what the dinosaurs look like, and that's how we get Jurassic Park.
That's we get Jurassic Park.
So-
Exactly.
So here's the thing with that. The thing with that is, look at all the animals recently that had gone extinct.
Yeah, that's fine to me. That's where I'm like, yeah.
So but like that's what I'm saying. You're trying to bring back things like the dodo bird, but y'all don't even take care of what we have now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But so you expect to take care of things that have gone extinct? I don't really see that happening.
What? They already lived, through their.
Well, the dodo bird is, that's really our fault.
Oh.
We hunted those bastards into extinction.
Yeah.
Speaking of dodo bird, scientists have actually recently hypothesized that dinosaurs aren't really lizard-like; they're more bird-like.
Yeah. There's the whole thing. Some of them have had feathers, some of them don't. It's very weird, and that's the issue with some dinosaurs as well. Is like we don't really know what they look like. It's kind of at this point impossible. Have you ever seen the skeleton of a rabbit?
That's a
Yeah.
perfect example.
Yeah, you ever look at a skeleton of a rabbit and then look at the actual rabbit? You wouldn't be able to tell that was a rabbit.
No.
And then that's what I mean. It's like you won't know what these dinosaurs truly look like, and the only way at that point is you're gonna have to splice DNA and recreate it. And then that's where I'm also like, yeah, let's not do that. Look, it'd be cool, maybe,
For science, but
for science, like, hey, look, nice little Triceratops. But goddamn it, if I see that son of a bitch, like, what would be cool to see? What is a T-Rex look like? Come on!
I'm getting out of here. Forget about it.
Not to mention, if you really think about it, T-Rex is an apex predator.
Yes.
That means it eats pounds upon pounds, maybe even tons.
Oh, it's definitely tons. Because think about it, during their time, a lot of creatures were massive. Like, we're talking about, and I don't know the exact period for them. Because there were many different types. But for them, it's just like, definitely, these type of dinos were massive and they weighed a shit ton. So, they were eating a lot. So, fuck that. Although Jurassic Park did lie to us about the raptors.
Ah.
You wanna know how big a raptor is?
How?
About the size of a chicken. Yeah.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing.
Yes, the Velociraptor is the size of a chicken.
And that was very deceptive.
Yep.
Speaking about animals here, you heard about what happened in the UK like earlier this week?
No, go ahead because you do tell.
Well, apparently, a woman that lives in Bristol, 51 years old, whatever. Apparently, her chihuahua decided to shit in her mouth while sleeping. I was hospitalized because of that.
You think she's gonna clone that pet when it dies?
No, she's gonna be like, yo, good rating. That is how do you
Listen,
put it on the person's mouth?
listen, that because Chihuahuas are evil. Let's be real. And this is coming from a guy that's owned multiple Chihuahuas. Hell, my screensaver on my phone is my Chihuahua that passed away. So, but yeah, no, Chihuahuas are evil bastards, and like at that point, you have to say to yourself, yeah, that Chihuahua's not allowed anywhere near my bedroom anymore.
No, I
Bro,
would not. Hell no.
I'm gonna be real. If a Chihuahua sent me to the hospital, it ain't coming back to my house.
Literally shot in her mouth while asleep. That is crazy.
How you gonna let a Chihuahua do that to you?
How do you not feel the Chihuahua like somewhere near your face? That's the thing.
Maybe.
How do you not?
I mean, if you're asleep, come on.
Yeah, if you're a heavy sleeper, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin's woken up with white stains over his lips, but yeah.
No, I'm woken up by anything. Like I'd be hearing like little like raindrops on my AC wake me up.
Oof.
Yeah, I have terrible sleep.
That's interesting because when it comes to me and raindrops, man, I'm not waking up.
On my AC different, so if I didn't have my AC,
Yeah, I guess that little tinging sound that you keep hearing, ting, ting.
and it kind of like echoes like throughout the AC.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no.
I remember when I used to have the AC in my window. Now I have central AC, so I don't hear that.
No, I don't have that either.
What do you call it? Something that I did that Jay brought up that I should talk about was the car accident that apparently I didn't talk about. So January, February, March, April, May, June. I think it was June. June like 30th, I believe it was. I was in an accident, a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving up, and it's a two-way street, so only one car can come. Let me do it this way. Only one car can go up, and only one car can go down, right? And it's two sidelines in the middle. Now, when you wait at a red light, there's like only a certain amount of cars that can like be there.
Yeah.
So, after the light went green and all the cars started going, I'm the last car in that group. And so, as I'm going up that hill, there's a car on the other side, and I didn't think he would because there was no space for him. So I'm driving at my normal speed, and then he tries to cut in between me and the car that's in front of me, and he hits me right on my head. And it's just like, what? Wait, what?
Sorry, we're immature. We heard there's no space for him, but I didn't think he would.
You guys are stupid.
Go on, though.
But yeah, and so he turns into me. He hits me on my side door, with my driver's side door, and I get hit towards the sidewalk and I hit a tree. Eventually, the guy pulled in, and obviously we called the police. Police eventually showed up. The guy admitted to the police he was at fault. Obviously, he was. I mean, he turned into me on a double solid line. Like, that's not legal. And there's no reason for him to turn there. Like, it's not intersection or anything like that. Whatever. Regardless, once the accident happened, and we got the police report or whatever and all that. We decided we should probably go to the hospital to get looked at, but we were gonna go ourselves because if we take the ambulance, we're gonna charge us a lot for that. So we're like,
No,
I
of
don't know
course.
that. So
Hate
the
that.
car was still kind of drivable, but it was like ridiculous. Like if you try to drive straight, it just starts turning by itself, and you gotta like readjust. And when you readjust, it goes straight for a while, and it starts turning that way. And you gotta readjust again. It was really, really messed up. I got to a spot around my house. I parked the car, and then we took one of Mindy's parents' cars, and we drove to the hospital. And apparently, because I was in that, I forgot to mention, I was in the accident with me, my kid Nell, and Mindy. So when we went to the hospital, they told us that you guys can all get looked at, but the baby can't be looked at by herself. So we decided, okay, I'll go with the baby, and Mindy will get looked at, and we'll do it like that. By the time we got out, it was like 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was not going to get looked at that night. I was like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll just call out. And the baby was fine. Mindy was not. She needed pain meds. The next day, I went to urgent care and I got pain meds from that. But their pain meds wasn't that good because I was still feeling pain. Mindy, on the other hand, she was giving some strong stuff. She was like drowsy, sleepy, and stuff. It was like it worked for her. And so the whole process is annoying and difficult and tedious.
Here we go.
My insurance company was great, but the guy's insurance company was ass. First and foremost, the guy was driving a Maserati, so really nice car, but it wasn't his car.
Ooh.
It was under someone else's name. They don't share the same last name, so it's not a family member. Don't know who it is. And also, the guy's license was expired. So,
Yeah.
this guy should have never been on the road. He should have never hit me. The whole thing shouldn't have happened. This was him going back in time to change something, and it messing me up. And so, his insurance, and I'll say the insurance, screw them. It was Geico. Geico is ass.
That Gecko is a liar in all his commercials, then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it's great for him, but when it came to them being in us being in an accident and it being their fault, they were tedious with everything. It took them over a week, over 2 weeks, something like that, almost a month. I can't remember. It just took so long. And then they wanted all this stuff, and when I gave them the stuff, they were like, "Can you add a period to that sentence? Can you add a comma over here? That I is missing a little dot on the top." You get what I'm saying? Like yo, how about you just do your job and do like what you're supposed to do? And they just weren't. They were just being ridiculous to the point that they said, "Okay, this is gonna cost too much. So you should take care of it with your insurance, and then your insurance will send us the bill." So it's the equivalent of, "This is too hard for me. Can you just have someone else do it and I'll pay for it?" That is basically what that was. And so I was like, I don't believe this. And so I called my insurance after that specific call, and they were like, "Yeah, this is normal. This happens. We'll take care of it." Forgot to mention, before that, I was trying to reach Geico for over a week. I called them every single day. I left multiple voicemails, and they weren't getting back to me. Eventually, someone else who I spoke with contacted somebody else, and that person was part of the
Contacted their
team.
cousin.
So that person was part of the team of the original person that spoke to me, And then they called me and told me, yeah, I don't know where that person is. That person hasn't been at work for over a week now. But let me see what I can do. Bro, you're telling me during an insurance claim, you can just disappear for a week and all your job gets done by nobody else?
Yeah, that sounds like a dream.
Called? Like, bro, this is legit? Just, fuck, guys.
Yo, leave that gecko alone.
What took over a week for Geico to resolve, my insurance company resolved in less than half of it. I want to say maybe 2 to 3 days. Everything was resolved. The rental car, the medical bills, and where I'm going, and all that got resolved. My lawyer set everything up. Everything was going great. Fuck guys, they shit their ass, and I'll never switch over. Shout out Progressive. I know you guys don't sponsor this podcast or anything, but y'all did me good.
Whoa.
I'll make sure to put the Geico logo on the bottom.
Wow.
I will choke your meat. Whoa.
Excuse me, let me get this Geico logo here.
He definitely wants that thing. Yeah.
No, but yeah, Geico was ass the whole time. Right now, I'm in the healing process. I've been going to physical therapy. I've been doing. I've been seeing a chiropractor for a long time now. Like ever since the not since the day the accident happened, but like the following month. So, what is that? August? No, July. So July. I've been going. It's October right now. So I've been going for physical therapy and for chiro. It's been on my lower back, my mid back, and my neck. And my jaw. My jaw as well. All of that got
Damn it, Marvin.
He started with, it's been on my lower back, my jaw.
Oh my god! I was in an accident, bro. I got hit. So my whole spine got misaligned, and so those major points are.
Get out, Marvin. Get out.
I can't. I can have me serious for a second. We're working on my alignment, but the pain is still there. So I'm still in the process of recovery. I recently had. I know you're not gonna take this personally.
Oh, don't say.
I recently had.
Recently
had some back shots. I recently had some back shots,
Boy!
That's what you meant to chat, yo. I just got my shots. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I had like 6. I'm actually gonna send it to a group chat so you can have the visual. It's like 6 shots in my spine, and
the 6 pump chump.
Yeah, I was put to sleep because I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Anything serious, he makes it so joke.
If you don't have a childish mind when you're with your friends, they ain't your friends.
So Marvin's just an acquaintance to you.
Yeah, no, so yeah, and so the shots were on the lower back, so it does feel better. But the biggest problem for me is the mid back, and it's always in constant pain. If I'm standing for too long, if I'm sitting for too long, if I'm like lifting things and stuff, like it like flares up and stuff. We're going to see if eventually I need to get surgery. We're going to see if maybe we don't need it. Maybe it's just more shots. And I have a couple tests and examinations to get through. But I recently finished with physical therapy, so I no longer need that.
That's good, man.
Yeah. And I need to make an appointment for my jaw doctor so I can see if this is back in place.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what happened with the car accident. And y'all can start laughing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, I got. This is,
I never laughed once.
Not once.
not once.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, there was more than once.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't dying when he said back shots.
I phrased it that way on purpose. Because you guys are already laughing. So I was like, let me just give this one.
Alright.
Alright, so next subject. I have a question. Do you guys get excited for music anymore?
No.
No. I don't.
So this is something that I realized. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was excited for Kendrick to finally drop something, but outside of that, I'm not like really excited that an album is coming. Like, I like even though I like the albums, like I like Kendrick's album, I like Tyler's album, but I like Bad Bunny's album, but I don't get excited when I hear, oh, album's coming. I'm just like, okay, I'll hear what I hear. Like, even though Jay-Z hasn't dropped an album in a long time, he announced he's dropping something, I wouldn't get excited, even though I love his music.
So,
It's like,
it's because, we're getting old? That's not...
we can't get excited from music, though, even from the artists we like?
Because it's not really that much focus on our life anymore. Your excitement most likely probably is going to come from your daughter nowadays.
Hold on. We used to get excited because remember, like we could get the music easily downloaded, like Spotify and Apple Music or wherever other you have. Back then, we used to get excited because the CDs are you save money for the CD.
He is right on that too. It's so easy accessible nowadays, you don't even care.
Literally, the last album, like CD physical, that I got excited for was like
Backdoor Sluts #9, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But it was literally on my birthday, and because the internet came out, and Kevin got it for me that same day. That was the last album I signed. Before that, it was the Matters LP2. They were literally the last two albums I bought. Because then we discovered stuff like Spotify, Apple Music came out, and it's like,
yeah, no, that's what I mean.
I'll just download it to my library here where I want. Back then, it was like, I gotta buy the CD, I gotta buy the album, I gotta buy the tape, I gotta buy it. People are not buying vinyls now.
Or like, are you not excited to hear new music or new style or do anything from any artist?
No. It's not that I don't get excited, it's just that I discover them. Like,
yeah, they play radio or something. Exactly. I'm not looking out for
Apple Music and Spotify. It has a personalized mix for you based on which music that you listen to.
Yeah, it's like some of the artists I listen to, for example, like Avenged Sevenfold. I'm not like actively looking out like, they made a new. No, it's just like, shit, hey, look, a new song. I guess that's cool. I'll listen to it if it plays again.
So when a new artist comes out,
bro, there's so many new artists. I don't care anymore. Yeah. It's like every other week there's another person.
It's like, for an example, I believe I sent Kevin a song by this rapper called Westside Gun. he had a song out with Joey Badass and Tyler, and I liked it. So I'm like, let me just send it to him. Boom, I sent it to him. Like on Thursday, remember back then, Big Birdman had his album. You remember Mo Millie with Drake and Bun B? Like,
This
it's
guy
just
throws
that
so many
it
names.
doesn't-
I have no clue.
It's just that it doesn't really have like that. You're not excited anymore. You're just like, cool. The album came out.
Yeah.
Let me switch it up. And I was like, okay, I'll listen to it. I feel like too, like these days, nobody listens to a full album.
No.
I feel like people just listen to like, they listen to like a couple minutes of a track or a couple seconds of a track, and they're like, I don't like this. Let me go to the next one. And you end up, it's always like you try to not like the song that's advertised for the album, but you always end up liking it because
It's the best
it's the song
one.
that got you.
Yeah.
It's the song that got you into the album. Like, I try my best not to listen to the singles of albums, but it's like, okay, so I listen to, so for example, Marshall Mathers LP too. I mean, I try to listen to like all the songs, but some of the songs I don't like. Obviously, Monster is gonna be one of them because like that's the album that
Was that the one that had 25 to life?
25 to Life. No, that's Recovery.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Berserk was the song that was really good from that album.
But it was
But
also
then-
the same. The
it was
thing
a
is
single.
that at least when
It's
it comes
like-
to rappers, and sometimes actually I think it's for singers as well. When they're working with a label, the label wants a single, and so they have to make the song with like to make it sound like a single. You know what I'm saying? They what's gonna sell. You know the 3-2 formula. 3 verses, two choruses, or 3 choruses, 2 verses. And what melody or what keys are made for singles. In the rap category, it would be like a sample. You get a sample of anything, that's just gonna work. Just look at Jack Harlow and First Class. Easy single material. You sampled Fergie. You get me? So like, I know I hate it. I like Miltech better.
I don't listen to Jack Harlow at all.
I think he's been watered down. I think he had better older stuff. But I think
I've
that's
never actually listened to like an actual, only that song that you kept playing, which is like What's Poppin', I believe so. And after that, it's like I try listening, but it's like you said, it's not that music is not that exciting no more.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a good verse. Just free by Lil
But
Nas X.
that's something I want to talk about. I feel like newer artists are more unique. So,
Somewhat.
for example, when Billie Eilish came out, unique as hell. She's a whisper singer, is what they're like kind of referring to her skill, because she can't hit some Christina Aguilera vocals. You know what I'm saying?
I would know. I rarely listen to Billie Eilish.
Billie
Let me,
Eilish is
like, just in case you try to give me more examples, I rarely listen to music how I used to. It's like, okay, like, you played me that song from DJ Khaled's album.
Yeah.
I only liked it because of Jay-Z's verse.
Yes,
Jay-Z,
he made a song.
ultimately, like, he owned that song. Just like
Okay,
with
so-
Tyler, the creators on Falling the Lost. The album I actually liked. That album I could listen to from start to finish. Because it's a mixtape. I'll be honest, it was a mixtape, and I liked it. That was the energy.
That's a unique sound. So it's still kind of on subject of what I'm talking about. The unique sound.
And also, Jay-Z and Kanye West Watch the Throne was advertised as a mixtape before, and it's still sold good.
Yeah.
So to this day, I believe that was like the best album from that year. Watch the Throne.
we would have to look back to see what albums came out during that year. But
Just like My
that
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Still the greatest album.
that's amazing, amazing. Kanye's best album for sure. One of my personal favorites. It's
For sure.
arguably my favorite.
For sure.
But okay, here's a question: have you heard of Kobe and Wigway? No. Okay. I need to show you some of his work. Okay, have you heard of? Well, have you heard Lil Nas X's album?
Which one, the new one that came out?
No, the last one he did. The one with
only like a couple of songs because of my ex used to listen. Within her corner.
So, I really enjoyed that album, surprisingly. Because I didn't go into it thinking I would like it. I went into it just because I was like, okay, I really like the song he did with Jack Harlow, and I really like another song that he did, and it shows that he's got skills, right? So I wanted to see what his album was on, and his album was surprising, like really surprising. And so, and it was very unique. Like if you listen to it, there's different types of songs on the album. It's not just everything's a pop song. And so I really enjoyed it. But that's just it just shows that the newer artists are kind of unique. They're not just newer artists. I don't mean in hip hop. Every hip hop artist sounds the same. Like,
No.
Like okay, every new hip hop artist fits in a certain like group. Are you a drill rap? Boom. Are you a mumble rapper? Boom. Are you gangster rap? Okay, boom. Like there's no uniqueness. Like I would say Mac Miller, for example, like he started getting into that zone of being unique. Just like Tyler, he started getting into that zone of being unique, his own sound.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of miss. I miss getting excited for that like freshness. And and it's not just with hip hop; it's in general. Like the last time people were excited for an album was probably Kendrick. People were excited like, oh, Kendrick's finally dropping an album. Before that, people were excited for what? Drake's album competing with Kanye. And then before that, the only thing I could think of was Adele's album. People were excited. Oh, Adele's actually going to drop an album with the vocal surgery and stuff. So it was like,
I love Adele.
I don't feel like people get excited anymore.
I want to hug her. Give her a little kiss.
Take Beyonce, for example. People used to go crazy for her stuff. No one got excited for this last album.
Yes, Queen Slay.
Like there was a little
Beyonce
bit.
is so overrated, bro. In my opinion. In my opinion, you know. That's just, I don't know, man. Like that's.
It's just some people really ride.
They ride her too. They ride the waves too much on Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like every time Beyonce comes out with an album, you see all these like people like out and over, like no offense, but like like oh, I'm a pure feminist now. Like really? Like just last week you were saying something bad about the feminist community, and now Beyonce comes out with an album. Oh, feminist, yeah. Queen Bee. Yeah. You know, it's like I like Beyonce. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce artist, but I just feel like her wave is like down our throats.
So on a technical aspect, she is fantastic. What she can do is insane. It's great, and I don't think anyone can do what she does. But music-wise, like what you're throwing out there, I'm just, I don't really like. I mean, the last song I liked from her was "Water." It was on the album that she did for The Lion King. And it was like really catchy and really like what's the word? It's Afrobeat. It's not regular like music that's from like America. You get me? Like it's more Caribbean style or African style. So like that's the last song I really kind of like I like enjoy and still listen to from him. Like, I feel you on that.
I haven't listened to none of her like recent work. Like I said, I only really listen to music like I used to before. So it's
Well, that
like,
makes sense. That explains why you chose, if you had an album to listen to on the Zero album, you chose Nas. So I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I understand you about not listening to music recently. It's just not.
it's not the
No.
same.
But
And it's like, you know, even during the pandemic, like, you know, I mean, sure you have like artists still coming out with albums and stuff, but out of nowhere, like you see people listen to Japanese 80s city pop, and it's like, dude, where was this music this whole time? Like, I feel like COVID brought some uniqueness to Japanese city pop. Like I like, even though you don't really understand the words, but the rhythm, and if you try to listen to like you just try to search for the lyrics in English, like, yo, this is like a uniqueness. This is a vibe. No, I listen to some Japanese city pop on my phone. I'm not embarrassed to say it. You know, there's some great Japanese city pop artists, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, you know, like we talked about, it's like the uniqueness that mainstream artists are missing.
mm-hmm.
You know, all that besides Tyler and all of that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't see. That's another thing. That's why you don't see probably artists like coming out with music like on the regular basis back in the day. Yeah, an album, then they fucking wait 2 years, then another album, or 2 years. Now you gotta wait like 5 to like maybe even 10 years to wait for like a good album to pop up.
Yeah.
That's
Do
how
you
I
think it
feel.
has to deal with oversaturation, or do
Oh,
you think
so.
it deals with artists not being inspired when they make the work, and they're just making it because they need to make it?
It's kind of like a 50-50 thing. Let me, a good example, it will be, I don't know if you listen to Currency. You know, I don't know if you ever listened to him.
Not actively. Like I'm not like, oh, he dropped a new album, I'm listening to it right away. Like it's like, if it comes to me, it comes to me.
Yeah, you know, like I always like give you music. A good album studio wise that he had was the Stony Immaculate, which I fucking love to this day. It had its own sound, and I'm surprised that it had its own sound, because like studios, like, you always want what they want, and that album strongly like wasn't strongly advertised or had like a strong like street single. It had like its own platform, its own formula. Like songs like Chandelier, Chasing Papers with Pharrell Williams, What It Looked Like with Wale. There's like a lot of good songs in that album, which I'll probably like forward it to you, Kevin, after the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like music like that. I feel like that there's no more.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have like an album or an artist of the year?
And I mean, probably Kendrick's new album, but I don't really listen to heavily. The only song I listen to heavily is Daddy Issues, cause that's
you mean Father Time?
Yeah, like
Yes.
Father's Time. Yeah,
Yes.
that shit hit me.
Yeah.
That shit hit me, cause you know I don't have a father, but the lyrics in that exact song, like, I'm like, holy shit.
Personally, it's relatable.
It's really.
I
feel like-
I'm an album person. Like when a person drops an album, I listen to the whole album. And I don't like to not hear the whole body of work that they have. I feel like it's important, at least for some artists, it's important. Like Kendrick, the album is the focus. People like Jack Harlow is just songs. that
Yeah.
follows together. It's not really
Yeah.
planned out.
Yeah. That was a good conversation. That was a good music conversation.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So-
I think you've done a good job here, boys.
Pretty good.
Can I just add one?
Make it really quick.
What anime reboot would you want? Because they recently announced that Rurouni Kenshin is going to get a reboot. Is there one that you guys want?
Reboot.
I'll give mine real quick.
Go ahead.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Hakusho? Okay.
Oh, damn, I was gonna pick that one. Yeah,
Okay,
was
so
your team?
so you put Yu Yu Hakusho. I would want a kind of reboot cut off at a certain point. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real,
Yeah. Just cut after L's death. Yeah.
Just cut it off there.
I think
I
I
would do
would.
that. As well.
I think I would want Super to be redone.
What?
Dragon Ball
Oh,
Super.
I agree with that.
I think I would want it to be
Dragon Ball
redone.
Super.
I think I would want it to be redone its original animation style, and
That'd be nice.
I want it to be the uncensored. Like I want to see the blood again. I know they brought back blood in Dragon Ball Superhero, but I don't like the animation of that. Obviously.
I would like to, real quick, I would like to see the Tournament of Power because Gohan actually.
Yeah. In the manga, yeah. That's why I say I would like Super to be rebooted.
Wait, what does he do in the manga?
He fucking actually shows up and actually fights really good. He doesn't.
He fought Kefla.
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that took out Kefla. Yeah.
He's the one that took out Kefla in
Really?
Ultimate.
Yeah.
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 And he wears the Piccolo gi.
Yeah.
Man, how'd they mess that up? Yo, admit it. The animation studio hates Gohan.
They hate Gohan and Vegeta. Because in the manga, Vegeta also fights Beerus multiple times, even in his god form. And we don't ever get to see that.
And, well, just in case a little spoiler for anybody who hasn't read the manga, Master Roshi actually goes toe-to-toe with Jiren.
Oh, he does! He
And
does!
well.
Yeah.
He actually does well. He dodges almost all of Jiren's attacks.
Yeah. But,
Damn, how they fumble that? Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that one.
Because it's like with music. Goku is like the main advertisement for that show.
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta.
yeah. But that's why I would pick Super as my reboot. But with that, you know, it's another fun, exciting episode, boys.
Yes, it was, guys. Really
That's nice
enjoyed
shit.
it. Like I said, I am mylittlepony64@gmail.com.
Gmail. You should just say AOL.
Just wow. And you, Kevin, you're...
Kevin is easyefan_1
Uh-huh.
and Marvin will be Mr. Potato Head 69 at yahoo.com. This has been the Buffet Boys podcast, guys. Take care, y'all.
See you.